Hello everyone and welcome to a support Sona commentary. This game was recorded like at 3 o'clock in the, well, not recorded, but this game was played at about like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I made maybe a few mistakes or maybe, a few good plays. Generally Sona is my go-to support when I'm like soloing with somebody that I don't know. Because Sona, let me tell you guys something. I was talking to my friend Scone Thief the other day, and he was saying, basically, I asked him, if you were to pick two supports that are probably the strongest in the game right now, what do you think they'd be? And he said, like, straight up, Sona or Taric. And I was like, Sona? Why Sona? I mean, she got nerfed a lot, and she dies really quickly. And you guys are going to see that she does. I mean, she's got, like, 410 health, and, like, she has no armor at all, basically. But all things aside, I found it very strange why she would why he would say Sona, like, and he's like, well, her ultimate's always going to be good, and it's like, yeah, but like, her W isn't as good anymore, and his Q is, I mean, her Q isn't really that spectacular. I mean, it is, and it does quite a bit of damage though. Like, as I didn't really understand that though. Here, as an obligatory thing, I'm gonna go ahead and show you my runes right here. I mean, my runes here. I get some magic pen runes here because I like doing that. I go ahead and ward there. Teemo is there, and this asshole here, like, I hated the Teemo all game long, and it went. You're gonna see it kind of misplayed this at the beginning, because like I said, it was late. I made a few mistakes. I should have waited to see where the Teemo was, because I knew he wasn't at top when I saw Nasus, and I don't know why I got that aggressive early. And then, well, Teemo was there to kill me, and he got first blood. So yeah, you're gonna see this kind of thing in late night solo queue. So not a whole lot I could have done for myself there. I just kind of was being stupid. So anyway, the Caitlyn, I don't know what the fuck the Teemo was doing. So anyway, he flashed there. So that's gonna be a huge detriment to him when I come back. I do die again because I don't pay attention to the fact that Teemo actually does quite a bit of damage with his blind, and I die again because poison sucks. So I'm dead again, but at least I'm to level 2 now because I got the assist. But really, that and one more death is like pretty much the extent of how much I die. Sona's biggest weakness, in my opinion, is, well, the fact that she dies in like 2 shots, like early game. And that's why I was like, really, she's the strongest? And it's like, well, if you think about it, like, the longer the game goes on, the more useful she becomes, because of the fact that, like, she just does so much still. Like, that never really changed. Ow, that hurt a lot. So anyway, the Caitlyn is super sexy, and anyway, I don't know what the hell the Nidalee was doing there. I go ahead and try to attack the Teemo. One of the problems with Teemo support is the fact that it might do a lot of damage, but it also takes like a lot of damage, like me. At the moment I started being a little more aggressive and attacking them a little bit more, and getting a little bit more defensively built, the better off we were, because of the fact that Sona and Caitlyn, a Sona-Caitlyn lane, a Caitlyn lane, or rather a Caitlyn lane in general, can just pressure a ton. Having a Sona with her is just, it's just ridiculous, because of the fact that the pressure is just never going to be let off, and that's really just something you can just add to the whole Sona-Caitlyn matchup. Yes, Caitlyn Lulu is okay, but generally it's just generally I think Sona is a little stronger with Caitlyn because of the fact that the poke is just stronger. I mean, all game long. Yes, I did say it. Sona's poke is stronger than Lulu's. One of the things you pick Lulu for is because of her poke and all the other stuff she can do, like help her help her bruisers initiate and give them more health. Sona is generally just a huge follow-up initiation, or a straight-up initiation in general with her ult, and she basically gives her laner like free sustain as long as she has the right items. I don't know what that spear was for. Don't ask. And right here, I don't know what the hell the Teemo was doing, but he ends up dying. So Teemo dies again, so that's good. But anyway, she gives her team a slow movement speed increase, which increases all game long. She's definitely, you guys are going to think me crazy for this, but she's a late game support by far. Like, she's just really good for that. And I go ahead and keep auto-attacking onto Nidalee. I don't have quite enough mana to use my Q again, I don't think. And I'm going to go ahead and, when Teemo comes back, I'm going to go ahead and B, because I could die easily to Teemo because I don't have any mana. Well, I do have a little bit, but not a whole lot. And I know that they can probably kill me at this rate. Neither of us have any mana, so we probably should go back. So we do. We end up going back. I mean, like, I think we both end up doing that because we're both very low on mana. But he kind of gets a glimpse of me going back, so Caitlyn decides to as well, just to keep the pressure off of us. I end up getting a Chalice of Harmony because I want to put out more damage and put out more sustain for my teammates. And well, Renekton gets a kill on Nasus, which is not unexpected whatsoever. My Caitlyn's really far ahead, so even through dying, she's still pretty decently ahead in this matchup. So this Teemo is an asshole because he got AP runes for this lane, and that's complete cheese. I'm not gonna say that, you know, he's cheating or anything, because that's obviously part of the game. But you know, Teemo, generally, when you play Teemo, it's to be a complete asshole to somebody. Like, there's really no other reason to pick Teemo other than that reason. And right here, I go ahead and exhaust the Teemo, and I probably should have instead exhausted the Nidalee, but I didn't end up feeling like that was necessary, and I end up killing the Teemo, and I probably should have just backed off there. I don't know why I went in. I probably should have backed off and used my Q and my auto attack away from her where she couldn't hit me. But I'm dumb. Like, I'm really stupid when it comes to bottom lane at, like, really late at night. But as I said, I think that was probably like my last death. I'm like I said, when it comes to supporting with a poke lane, one of my problems is that I tend to get caught quite a bit. They end up like face tanking a Q for some reason. I don't know why they did it. But since I have like 2 potions and I still have my chalice and I can heal up to full in like no time, that really didn't hurt me very much. I mean, it did literally hurt me, but not advantage-wise. And I end up taking that spear, which isn't good. If she was AP Nidalee, she would have easily killed me there. I don't know what this whole nonsense about I don't know what that whole thing was about, but yeah, late night solo queue, like I said. Late night solo queue can rely on everybody being stupid, but luckily, my lane partner was not. My lane partner was quite smart, and that made my job a lot easier. Usually, I used to get really angry about not having a smart lane partner, but things get kind of boring if your lane partner is smart, because they kind of do everything for you, and it's like, I mean, I've died like 3 times in this lane, and she's just like killed. She could basically have like soloed this lane and I was just basically live bait for her. So honestly, it would have been a lot more fun if she was more stupid, which sounds kind of dumb. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and B as well here. I don't want to overstay my welcome and die to Nidalee and Teemo. What could be more embarrassing than that, right? So anyway, I get my Merc Treads, and I get a purple ward because fuck Teemo, that's why. Like, I'm only using these on Teemo because I fucking hate this little bastard. Like, honestly, like, if you could be any less manly, it'd be like, you'd be a complete woman if you could be any less manly than Teemo, you would be, like I said, you would be a woman. So anyway, fuck this guy. So I'm just gonna destroy this guy in the face, and really I don't know what that cleanse was about or that ultimate was about, but Teemo ends up dying, so I'm happy. And what's it called? The Nidalee ends up kind of paying the price for all this. They end up doing a failure of a dive. I don't even know what this was about. I end up getting the kill on Sejuani, so that's good. Unfortunately, the Nidalee didn't die to the Caitlyn ultimate. But Caitlyn is starting to wreck face. I mean, like, she's got 5 kills now because Teemo was dumb, and Teemo would be dumb even if the Teemo player was smart, because Teemo is Teemo, and he has that inherent disadvantage of being Teemo. And Nidalee dies, so that's good too. Basically, I was fighting 2 of my least favorite characters in League of Legends in this lane, other than Riven, because you guys all know that I hate Riven with a passion. But this lane was probably like a lane from hell, not because it was hard, but just because I fucking hated these people. Like, I hated these characters. So anyway, back on topic, I'm just continually poking. Basically, all I need to do now that Caitlyn is this far ahead, is I just need to be moral support. And if they keep going for me, they're going to be at a huge disadvantage. Like, never, ever, ever only focus the support, because then this kind of thing happens, where where the enemy AD carry just spirals out of gets super far ahead and out of control. I told Caitlyn to back off, like you guys saw, like I was like, Caitlyn, go get out of there. But she decided not to listen, so she ends up dying for it. I don't know why she did all that. She ends up giving the shutdown to. She ends up giving the shutdown to Nidalee, but that isn't much of a big deal because Nidalee isn't really that spectacular of an AD carry anyway. So and I really don't know what this like build of Nidalee's is, but it's kind of, well, it's what as you'd expect from Nidalee players, because generally none of them are really that bright. So I go ahead and trade in on this Nidalee because I ain't afraid of shit. Neither is Jarvan. I like, you know, you gotta be a man and everything. And we both get trapped in with Nidalee, so yeah, she's dead. And I don't know what that was about, but you know, the way of Nidalee's is intelligence. And 2 purple wards again, because fuck Teemo again. Like, there's just anyone that plays Teemo. I mean, I hate to hate on you, Nuggles. I mean, you were kind of the reason I started doing these commentaries, but the fact that you played Teemo made me lose a little bit of respect for you. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the. We're gonna go ahead and kill the eggs because that's another reason why we got the purple wards. Basically, Teemo has lost all lane pressure in this lane because Caitlyn can kill him really quickly, and I can help and use my ultimate and everything. Because I believe I have my ultimate again. Yes, I do. So if they get any aggressive again, then we're gonna make them pay for that. And I didn't see Nidalee coming, so I go ahead and try to flash away. She exhausts at like a weird moment, and I'm going ahead and well, we're killing them. Like that's pretty evident at this point. we go ahead and kill the Ziggs as well, and generally we end that whole thing 2 for nothing. So they're pretty, I mean, they're not horribly far behind, but they're decently far behind. I mean, their jungler is doing really, really well for herself, but she's not really helping her laners that well. I mean, we've died a bunch. I've died a few times, but Caitlyn's pretty far ahead, and she's going to start being a monster in team fights. So I've pretty much done my job, whether or not I've died. As long as you're making plays, a few early deaths aren't going to mean a bunch. But I mean, of course, if you can avoid it, definitely do so. But I kind of couldn't. I mean, I didn't really see Teemo behind me. So anyway, going to mid because I know plays are probably going to happen here, and I am a man. I fight the AD. I fight the AP carry. Like, I just fight him. I just auto attack him until he dies, and he's dead. And I have a killing spree. Granted, I did kind of ignore my Caitlyn, which was kind of a problem, but you know, one thing at a time. I have to get all the kills because I am the carry support, and yeah, you know, fuck Caitlyn. She might have 8 kills, but I have 4 now, and that's good because, you know, you don't want your AD carry to get fed at all. By the way, guys, in case you didn't notice, I'm completely joking. You definitely want to give your AD carry as much as you want, as much as you can, and you want them to be as far ahead as you can make them. I don't know what this whole thing was about. I don't know why she thought she could fight Jarvan, and I also don't know how she, how any of them missed the. Whatever it is that I forgot about. Anyway, I should have just used my Q a few times here. I don't know why I didn't. I probably could have just straight up killed this Nidalee, and I straight up killed that Nidalee. So I'm on a rampage as Sona. Guys, as a testament to this, you can ask Scone Thief about this. When I play Sona, I'm like allergic to not getting kills. It's weird. Like I always get kills for like by accident, and it's not like I mean to. I mean, I obviously want the AD carry or the bruisers to get the kills, but generally, if you're playing Sona correctly, it's going to be really hard for you not to get kills because she does a lot of damage, and the effective health she gets because of her low cooldown W is just it's pretty insane. At this rate, it gives us like 111 HP per basically per 4 seconds. So it's like a rapid fire heal, and it's pretty advantageous to have. I heal. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Anyway, I heal a bit there, and well, that guy's definitely dead. Well, unfortunately, no, he's not. I try to help this Jarvan, but this rate, all I can do is throw out an exhaust there. And Nasus ends up getting that kill. But it's okay because, well, I do a lot of damage to Nasus. I go ahead and heal the Renekton there, and we go ahead and try to get Dragon because they're not going to get close to us anytime soon. However, instead of helping them with Dragon, I see that Caitlyn's kind of being a bit of a silly boy and trying to attack trying to take on the whole team 1v5. Well, not 1v5, but 1v2 more like. But the Wither goes down there, and I'm trying to heal him as best as I can, and I do try to stun with that ulti, but it barely misses, like by the corner. So now Nidalee's trying to come after us, and I know that. And well, Ziggs misses his ultimate, so that's good at least. But we do end up keeping trying to run away, and my movement speed increase thing makes it so that it becomes a little harder for Nidalee to chase us. Yeah, she can't really catch up to us at this rate, and well, now the effective health of everybody is pretty damn high. So yeah, the Teemo Shroom is there, but the boss Caitlyn right there ends up kind of crushing the Teemo pretty effortlessly. So we end up continually making plays. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I don't know why I'm still around. I have like no mana. So I go ahead and go back and get whatever it is I get. Oh, I get Shard of True Ice because I like Jarvan being able to slow people even more when he uses his W. So yeah, Jarvan's getting further ahead and everything because he's assisting with like pretty much half the kills on our team. The Caitlyn is just murdering base. I don't know why she walked through that many bombs, but you know, again, one step at a time here. I end up burning the Nidalee's cleanse there, and I also kind of trade in on her every so often because I ain't afraid of shit. That's kind of my catchphrase these days. Is, you know, I ain't afraid. I'm not afraid. And well, now this Sejuani kind of has to escape because we can kind of torch her face. And, well, I get the kill on Sejuani because I need kills, because I'm the support and I carry everything. So now I have 7 kills as Sona, which is pretty lolsy. I mean, blah, 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 not gonna lie. And I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know why LeBlanc hasn't just beat. She probably can't stay any further, and she ends up dying to Teemo for some reason. And, yeah, this LeBlanc, unfortunately... the further she got ahead, the more brain cells she seems to have lost. So I don't know what the hell she's doing. Even if she had somehow survived that whole encounter and killed Teemo, I highly doubt she would have escaped the onslaught of everybody else. And by the way, Sona with red buff is OP, so don't even let people tell you otherwise. Like I said, I'm just super manly because I basically just fight this Ziggs pretty effortlessly because I am the manliest Sona in the universe, and if you're not a man, again, like I said, you might as well play this guy right here. And you know, you guys all know how he's doing. See, watch this. This is what happens when you play an what? No, yeah, never mind. I guess you live when you play an unmanly champion, which is kind of depressing to think about. I wanted to flash there. You guys might wonder like why I did that, but I did know that they were all missing, so I would have had less of a chance to survive if they had all showed up. I did end up using my ulti there, and I don't know what the hell this whole thing's about. Everyone escaped with like really low health, but now we're getting out of here. Ziggs already used his ultimate, so we don't have to worry about him getting like a quadra kill or whatever. I go ahead and just be right here. I don't want to push my luck. Actually, no, I don't. I'm a big fat liar. I mean, I can only help my teammates so much here. I saved my Renekton's life with Shard of True Ice because it keeps Nasus barely out of his range. One of the coolest things about the Shard of True Ice is it helps kite really, really well against bruisers. Which is part of the reason why I use it. And well, Teemo dies again. Huzzah! Yes, this is wonderful. I love it when Teemo dies. It's the most wonderful feeling in the universe. And well, I wanted to kill this Nasus because I am a bloodthirsty monster as Sona. Anyway, I don't know why what's it called? The Caitlyn probably should have gotten a little tankier, which sounds kind of weird, but that's personally what I kind of think. I kind of wanted to help I wanted to help them out a little bit further, but I had like no mana, so I couldn't really help them out any further. Well, I couldn't help Caitlyn out any further. However, I did see LeBlanc coming around here, and, well, she got withered, but not a whole lot else. And I know that I can pretty much help her out if she gets into a tight bind here. I wanted to heal myself, that was why I did that. Also, she barely missed that Sejuani. If she had seen her, that Sejuani would be 100% dead. So, you're going to see, like, in these kinds of games where I'm playing support, especially a poke support like Sona that has, like, pretty much infinite sustain, I focus on primarily on making a ton of plays rather than just going back and getting items and stuff. I mean, yeah, granted, of course, your Granted, of course, your ultimate is important, and your poke is important and everything. But I figure, and warding is important as well. But I figure I'm doing my team more of a service if I'm helping them make a ton of plays. I stun everyone in that, but the problem is Sejuani ends up flashing for LeBlanc, so there wasn't a whole lot I could do about that. This Nidalee never learns that if she does this kind of shit where she leads the pack, she's gonna die like that. And, well, she dies like that, so... and again, I'm sorry guys, I couldn't really help out this guy. I did end up killing the Ziggs, but, well, that doesn't end up saving me because of Sejuani's infinite sticking power like this. That's one of the things that Sejuani has never struggled with, is sticking power. She uses her ultimate on me, I'm pretty much 100% dead. I don't know why I didn't just keep trying to fight here. She ends up getting the shutdown kill on me. Yes, I was godlike as Sona, guys. Like I said, this is the kind of thing that happens when I play Sona. Like I said, I'm just allergic to not getting kills. Like, I don't know what it is about Sona. I guess it's like her high damage or something, but, right here, she probably should have just ran away when she was exhausted like that, but I don't know what her mentality was there. She ended up dying. If she had waited off that exhaust, she probably could have gotten the kill and been fine. I'm still dead, so obviously no one else is important. Well, actually, now I'm not dead anymore. I don't know what's going on everywhere. However, I do see a bunch of juicy farm, and I play Sona as an AP carry, so I go ahead and get this farm. And, well, again, not even Ziggs can fight me anymore. Like, I've got all my important items, namely the Crucible, and you're gonna see that shit in action, because Mikhail's Crucible is quite the hefty thing there, and I don't care about my team. I want to kill Teemo, so I do that. I kill Teemo, and because Teemo is a sack of shit and he needs to die. I mean that, of course, in the most polite way possible. So, anyway, back to the gameplay at hand. I go ahead and, since we're probably going to be contesting Baron pretty soon here, well, I hazard to say contest, because really, they can't really contest anything at this point. Like, they're just going to die to all, they could die to us in a 5v5, and the only reason we haven't won this game yet is because we haven't bothered grouping. So, when you have, like, okay, one of the things I want to say that's a misconception for people is never underestimate Sona. Like, Sona will do Sona will wreck your shit. Like, she will do a lot of damage if you feed her. I mean, she'll do damage all game. If you're a squishy, she will, like, crush your face in with her Q poke. No matter what stage of the game it is. I've played quite a bit of Sona, and she was one of, aside from Soraka, she was one of the first supports I'd ever used. So obviously, like, I have a lot of kind of experience with Sona, with playing Sona. I mean, she isn't really that hard. Honestly, all you have to do is be wary of how, of your power chord cooldown. Well, Ziggs is very dead. I'm kind of glad that Jarvan saved his ultimate. However, I do wish that he waited until they were both grouped up. The Nasus and the Ziggs, that is. Well, yeah, then the Ziggs, that is. I am also happy that Teemo died yet again. So that's definitely a positive outlook on life. Teemo has died a grand total of 14 times. And every time Teemo dies, an angel gets his wings, and a kid is cured of his cancer. So that's definitely something to take away from. Also, I use my Mikhail's Crucible on Caitlyn, and that means that all the crowd control that was burned on her is not only gone, but now, but it's also, she also gets healed for like a percentage of her health that's missing. So that's what makes Crucible so damn powerful, is the amount of healing that that gets done there, and the amount of what's it called, crowd control that gets reduced from it. It's just such a powerful item, and it's so overlooked by people. especially on poke. Like, I really love getting on poke supports. It's like one of my favorite items on poke supports because of the fact that you guys might not think that it's very good on poke supports, but one of the things that makes it so powerful for them is the fact that usually you need a lot of mana sustain for you need a lot of mana sustain for poke supports, just because of the fact that they have huge mana issues. And right here, I slow this Nasus like a lot with my Shard of True Ice. Generally, when you play a support these days, one of the focuses you're going to be having is on the active items that you have, what their effect is on everything. And right here, I don't know if we kill the Sejuani. I think we actually end up winning the game instead. Yeah, we win the game because I am a beast mode support, and, well, not beast mode support, but more like a beast mode Sona that doesn't give a shit about anything no matter how squishy I am. I had 78 armor this whole game, and I just wasn't afraid of anything. So, anyway, that's my Sona support game, and this will probably be my last commentary that I'm going to upload today. And, like, favorite, do whatever you want to do, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.